Hey guys, good morning. So today I'm here with she's keeping me company. So I've been reading this book and I never really got to think about my love languages. So reading this book, I've been introduced to the five love languages that we have around the world, and maybe there are other languages, but this book highlights only five of them. And reading about the love languages, I got to know that, Ima, you've never really sat down to actually look at some of your love languages. So what is it that you love? Like, who are you, and what are some of the, like, what is your love language? So this book made me sit down actually and start thinking of what are my love languages. So because we have five main love languages, so we have words of affirmation, that is one, and then we have physical touch, that is two, and then we have quality time, that is three, and then we have what else, that is quality time, words of affirmation, physical touch. We have gift giving, that is four, and then we have acts of service. So thinking about all these love languages, I actually paused for a minute to just ask myself, what are your love languages? Because that is something that, you like, most of us, we don't even like pause to ask ourselves, what is my love language? Like, what really is my love language? And then thinking about all the languages, I noticed that for me, physical touch, it's down at the list. Like physical touch, I think I am not a person that really likes physical touch. And but thinking about quality time, somebody creating time to actually come and sit with you, have a conversation, get to understand who you are as a person, get to know you, what do you like, what don't you like, who are you, what are some of the things you're working on. That comes on top of my list. Like I love quality time. I love spending time with people, having conversation, learning about like different types of things that, I love quality time. And then acts of service. Acts of service, who doesn't like when somebody is offering to help them do something? So you are doing something, especially as a woman, you're doing something, and then somebody just comes and says, like, can I do that for you? Or just relax, let me do that for you. That is actually something so good. And I think I love that. I love acts of service as a love language. And then we had, what else do we have? We have physical touch. I've said that comes on the very last on my list. Acts of service, that is something that I really love, and I like it. Quality time is you spending time, or you creating time to come spend with me. That is something that I really like, and it's so nice. Words of affirmation, oh my god, I love when somebody tells me, I'm proud of you, I'm rooting for you, I'm just supporting you. I love that when somebody says that, you are so smart, you are so intelligent. So noticing that, I love, when people say things like such things. That just makes me know that, you love words of affirmation. You love when you have somebody that, affirms you, somebody that tells you this, somebody that tells you this, somebody that tells you this. And then the very last act of service is gift giving. Who doesn't love gifts? Who doesn't love gifts? Who doesn't love gifts? Like, I love gifts. I love when people gift me. I love when people do things for me. I just love, just somebody being thoughtful. And that made me, now this book, buy yourself the damn flowers. Now when you are now getting to know yourself and having read about the five love languages, now you need to start applying these love languages in your life. You need to start applying them in your life. So let's say you love gift giving. Have you ever, when was the last time you bought yourself a gift? Like, when was the last time you bought yourself a gift? And I've just noticed that sometimes we say that we love, that these are our love languages, or we love these things when they happen, like these things, but we take so much time before we do the same things to ourselves. Like buying yourself a gift, you feel like sometimes you see something and you want to buy yourself, but you are like, why do I have to buy that? So if you are the type of person that loves receiving gifts, you also need to give yourself gifts. Like once in a while, buy yourself something. It doesn't need to be something big. You can just actually buy yourself like a nice notebook. You can go and buy yourself, maybe take yourself out on a date. Maybe that is you just gifting yourself for surviving the week. You can buy yourself a cute bag. You can buy yourself cute lipstick, lip gloss, just the small things. Like gift giving just begins with the small things. It doesn't have to be something so big, because that is just you showing yourself that, yes, I love gifts from other people, but I'm also able to give my gifts, so I'm going to buy myself this. And then acts of service, you sometimes you just wake up and you have to do things for yourself. You know, maybe you make yourself a good meal that day, or maybe you just do something for yourself because you love that. You love when people do that for you, so why can't you do it for yourself? So you just wake up and decide, today I'm going to make myself very good breakfast. You know, you make some good tea, you make some good breakfast pancakes. That is you doing things for yourself. And then quality time, you just spend time by yourself. You know, most of us actually we actually don't spend time with ourselves because we feel like it's boring. So you're always just on, either you're on TV or you're or online on Instagram, on TikTok, just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. But just sitting by yourself, listening to your thoughts, listening to who you are as a person, we find it so hard. So if you are the type of person that, you know, love conversation and you just want people to sit with people to understand you, you also need to create time for yourself, so that you're able to sit by yourself and just get to know who you are as a person. And then words of affirmation, of course, you have to wake up every day and affirm yourself. I am the best, I am the best, I am the best. This life loves me, good things happen to me every time. I am preparing myself for good things. So every day that you, if you love words of affirmation, then so that is something that you need to wake up every day and tell yourself the good things, because that is what you love listening from people. So reading this book, I've just been able to understand that most of the time we go through life, but we say we want things done to us, but we never really sat down to know, is this something that I will do? Like, is this something that I will do to myself? You say you like gifts and you like things, but have you ever bought yourself a gift? When was the last time you bought yourself something? You say you like physical touch, but do you even just, you know, cuddle yourself, tell yourself you love yourself and just have a good time? Most rarely do, like we do that so rarely, and we expect other people to do that for us. But like, if you are on a journey of getting to know yourself, you need to start, it needs to start with you. You need to start doing these things first before now you can bring other people in for them to experience who you are as a human being. So I'm just on chapter 1 of this book, and that is one of the parts that I've been reading, the 5 love languages, and I've been able to understand that, you know, I really need to know what are my love languages. For me, I know that I have several, but physical touch is not really something that I I like. But all the others, words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, gift giving, that is something that I really like. So I need to do that for myself first before I can even expect somebody else to do that for me. So today I want you to just ask yourself, what are some of your love languages? Do you even know them? And if you don't know them, you can start with these 5. You can start with the 5 that I've just listed, and then try and understand, what are my love languages among the 5? Which one do I really resonate with? Like, which one makes sense to me? Just choose any, and yeah, that is where we start on the journey of getting to know yourself and getting to be the best version of yourself. So you have to start somewhere, and we all start somewhere. So guys, that is what I've read, like that is what I've been reading, and I hope that you also learn. And that is what I wanted to just share with you, to just make you know that we have love languages, and you need to understand yours for you to know what's best and how you can love yourself the best way possible. So go and read about the 5 languages, and even listen to this video, and just get to understand, what are my love languages. Yeah, just that simple. Just get to understand what are your love languages, and then yeah, start practicing. So have a good day, guys.